shares in. Welcome back to RSH. We have good news. We have bad news. Bad news is Cody's not champion still.
That's good news too.
Suck it.
But good news.
But Cody didn't have his moment, but Chuck did.
Chuck did.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
For you, Chuck.
Look at that smile.
Poster by me.
Look at that beautiful smile on that beautiful face.
Chuck's 3-year journey came to a halt this week.
It did.
Thanks to Private Party of all fucking sorry, God damn it. Street Profits.
I know.
So,
He
yeah.
has me do it.
It's about them red solo cups.
We're good. You need to
I'm
start
surprised you're
drinking.
not drinking out of
Oh,
it.
look at that. Oh, I should have. Look
There
at
you
that
go.
transfer. They didn't even see it. There's a graphic
Oh
up.
shit, my bad.
That's all right. Look at
Man.
that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that just looks beautiful. Hold on, guys.
So this is Chuck's first time holding this
Chuck
belt.
Mania.
It is.
Yep, Chuck
It is the
Mania.
first time I held this belt.
I can't wait till it gets warm and watch him mow the grass with it.
Oh, I'm going to be shaving with it. I'm going to be mowing the grass with
The
it.
videos are coming.
Be watching movies with it. I'll snuggling on my chair in the theater room. Be working with it. I'm going to the office tomorrow and wear it around my waist. Unlike Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, so it was pretty
It's
nice.
gonna be-
Bebe, if you're watching, you shit the bed again, dude. Like stole. He had every single.
Yeah, John Cena winning.
Like
I
Bebe
know.
was done after
Bebe,
the first
come on.
3 matches.
Rookie.
Come on.
It is
So
Chuck
the only
Mania.
thing Bebe
Chuck
got
Mania,
right
yeah.
that we didn't was Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my
I
heart,
got it right.
my heart,
Roman.
my gut said Roman. Like, man,
I ain't picking
I really
Roman.
thought Roman. Like,
Yeah. So what got you was
Mine was the women's that cost me a fortune.
no, it was the Profits.
Profits
We
too.
had Braun Strowman. I saw on SmackDown when Braun Strowman and Ricochet won the 8-man tag that I was like, they're going to lose tomorrow,
yeah.
Yeah.
and they did. I should
I,
have
for-
changed
I
it. That's
forgot
on
about
me.
that. Me too.
I get it.
Damage control fucked you, but
Yep.
you should have known better.
I know.
And then
That's basic.
yeah,
There's no title.
Bebe
on.
picked Omos. Like Bebe, come on,
Come on, bro.
Come on.
John Cena. We
Yeah.
all picked Sheamus. We all
did.
whiffed on
We
that
did.
one.
That was
They got us.
I really thought, because
Then Asuka.
yeah,
Oscar.
my heart said title changes, and there was no
You
title
were right
changes.
on
outside.
Oscar.
I'm not
so
really
far.
sure.
one.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what they're going to do with that character now.
Yeah, because it.
Sheamus?
No,
Oscar.
Asuka.
Oh, Oscar.
'Cause I really thought that was her chance.
I forgot about Oscar.
But well,
Yeah.
you're allowed to forget about her.
It's not
You
a good start to
You
it.
just can't be ready for her. So
Bianca is.
Gravity forgot. What's his name? I forgot Oscar.
Yep.
that was Neville, right?
Yeah, Neville. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Like,
I just, like that match, I just didn't give a shit.
I didn't either.
I'm over Bianca. I'm over
they
Oscar.
didn't build it very well.
We know
either.
how great she is.
I'll tell you-
Miss-
Tell you what match I really thought stole the show on night one was Charlotte versus Rhea.
Yes, it
like
did.
that owned it.
I wrote
Love it.
something somewhere.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, my article. That's weird. Fuck. I was like, I know I wrote.
I
Something.
wrote something about that.
I knew I wrote. Sorry, I'm still. See, this is why I don't do the intro. I can't share. So now I'm like
Yeah.
way behind in share.
That much.
But I
did
can't do the
still.
intro. Or
It did.
fuck. I wrote 2 articles over the weekend, and
You did.
I keep thinking to myself, like, hey, what? When did I say that? I think I wrote that somewhere. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where.
I get it. I was drunk all weekend, so like if I didn't write it down, I don't remember saying
They
it.
did steal the show though.
Cheap
That
plug.
match did.
WrestleMania.com. WrestleMania reviews up. Top
Yep.
5 NXT superstars ready for the main roster is also up.
I like it. Are you ready?
Charlotte's birthday.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday. I hope he enjoys it. I mean, oh shit. That
He
You're
enjoys it.
was on
Wow.
purpose.
You're correct.
I know.
That was just a silly joke. I don't mean it, Charlotte. I know you're watching.
This is Chuck's moment, Charlotte. Sorry.
Yeah, it is my moment.
It's his moment. Sorry.
She lost the title. I gained the title. Oh, wrong shoulder.
And Cody didn't come close to it, so
No, to be
He
fair,
came close.
Cody would have won
Close.
if it wasn't for
solo.
Solo.
Which I think we all kind of knew that was going
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into that, and then we'll go back to the. Did I quit adding shit after a while? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll remember.
Whatever.
Only a few days ago.
Well, I got pictures. All right. All right. So we'll start with the main event, then we'll go to the beginning and work our way back up.
It's your
Entrances were badass.
Mhm.
That stage was amazing.
It was.
That was a badass stage.
I completely agree. And there was a guy. I'm not going to name names. His name's Kevin, but he was hanging out. He was with us at the house, and he was complaining about the entrances, saying they were nothing special this year. And I thought, because you don't need to go all out. Sometimes
not everybody needs.
no. And even the ones that were big, you still don't need to go all out. Simple. Like I really, really enjoyed Seth Rollins' entrance.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
like,
it
that's
was
kind of
awesome.
lame. No, it was fucking
That was
awesome.
badass.
It was
That was
badass.
Dominic's might have been my favorite entrance. Period.
That one I thought
That one was awesome.
It made me laugh.
He's coming out of jail. He's like, yeah.
Like, yeah, now apparently there was a swastika in that. I didn't see it, but
Yeah, I didn't pay that much attention. See,
but anyway, I have to get too off topic.
no, it's fine. That entrance was
That
badass.
was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Romans
it
was pretty cool. It was very just a little bit to the
A
beginning.
little bit.
Then he took 7 minutes and 38 seconds
Like
to
he
get to the ring,
normally
which is a
does to the
WrestleMania
ring.
record.
I wasn't pissed while he was coming to the ring.
But yes, this match was very eventful.
It was.
The Usos got involved.
Not
D.
surprised.
The 1D.
Not surprised.
Sammy and KO came out.
They did.
Solo sneaked back out. Bam.
He got involved like 3 times.
Yep. And then
I think we knew that. Yep.
you're acknowledged again, sir.
Yeah,
So,
he is.
And also, he's a big old cheater.
Yep.
so,
But the bloodlines help. Yep.
well, one, how shocked were you that Cody did not win? And two, what's next? Well, we kind of know what's next. Brock, as you guys saw, and probably bitched on the internet about,
Destroyed.
Cody Rhodes,
Destroyed.
which is fine. He needs adversity. If you guys think about it, this was too clean. He wins the Rumble at 30.
No, I
like
agree.
he doesn't even come
It's
in
just too
early.
It would have felt
obvious.
They
unfulfilling.
need to make
Yeah.
him.
I agree. So,
All right, so
and did you guys really think that Brock Lesnar was going to team with Cody? Did
Brock-
you really think that was going to
Brock
happen?
don't like anybody.
Like-
Really?
So here's my theory.
Brock don't team with no one.
All 0 of you people listen.
We'll listen later.
This is my theory.
Is it your Austin theory?
Triple H
Oh,
is going to be behind all of this.
I could believe that.
So
Josh and I was
here's
talking
why.
about this the other day.
When Roman left so Triple H was on Raw. He did his little promo, then now forever together, whatever. And then he gives Roman props, which a babyface would have been like, you fucking cheated.
Sure.
He went up there, did the slow handshake with all of
He
them.
did.
Yep.
And like he's like, hey, buddy. Like he's
He did.
very buddy.
Even
I
though,
thought that was interesting. Even before I came up
That's
with this
true.
fucking whatever you call it.
even though Roman Reigns did beat Triple H one time at
He
WrestleMania.
did.
But it keeps these little hints. So Triple H is in charge of creative. Do you think? So I think the story is going to go. He's going to just keep going. He'll beat Brock, and then somebody else, Orton, who also is associated with Triple H
Yep.
and Cody.
Mhm.
Triple H can bring back Orton then to take out Cody after he beats Brock. And I think we're not going to know this, but I think when it's all said and done, Triple H is going to be like, that pissant company I told you, think we were going to bring you here and you were going to win the championship from us?
Dude, I
You
like that.
destroyed my fucking throne.
How about like
Like-
that goes down and
And
like
Triple H is the one behind it. Why do you
Yeah.
think Solo could come back out and do this? And
And
then
it's-
then they start bringing to light all these little things.
it's revealed like his throne is back and he's
Yeah.
like comes out
When
on it
Cody
like
was in AEW, he made a lot of
Dude,
Triple
no,
H shots.
he went at Triple H hard when he
He's
first
like,
went.
I'm
That's
the
how he
king.
made a name for himself when he
He
left.
did.
he used the pedigree in this match.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
you're gonna take my name, go after my company,
And
my
my
family, my
finisher.
lifeblood, and you think you're gonna come in at the main event
And
beat
use my
our-
finisher? Really?
you indie guy beat our guy?
Now, I would like that, and I would totally believe that could be the case if Triple H could still wrestle because there'd be
They could do. He could have somebody represent him.
sure.
Like that's what I wrote down. I think in my articles I literally pitched this all out. But he could fucking use whoever he wants.
Triple H.
He's got allies
He
that are
does.
fucking heels.
Sure.
Like he's using
Seth
Brock
Rollins.
now, and then he could use. Well, I hope they don't do that, Jesus. But like
Brock is a strong-
Yeah, I do agree.
anybody, a
Evolved
returning
since
Bobby Roode, like anybody.
Anybody.
Triple H guys though,
Dude.
that are obviously Triple H
I love
guys.
it.
Sure.
Like, and he could put every obstacle. Then it's just like Daniel Bryan. Like Triple H was that dick.
Mhm.
No,
That
that went on for a long time.
And then he
He
could
did
go after
Cody,
Cody.
yeah.
Like you tried to end us.
Should I
And
just
go start another company, and you just think you're going to come back, and
Yeah.
it's all going to be lollipops and rainbows. Fuck you,
It's
Cody.
going to be about you, and it's not.
You got to go through me.
on Friday I watched WrestleMania 30 while working, and man, it really, really made me miss Triple H as a wrestler. Just like the promo that he was involved in with Daniel Bryan, that awesome Imagine Dragons song. That's right, I said it. I like Imagine Dragons, and like I was like, man, I really miss Triple H. But yeah, that would be really cool. I'd be all about that life because it would actually make sense. It'd be controversial, and it would make Cody be built to that level, and it has backstory of a history.
And Cody using pedigree, that was really weird to me.
I mean, it made perfect sense.
It was, yep, it just like, there's the way to start it.
I thought it made perfect sense because of what Josh just said with
and
the
it's probably
history
gonna be a
of
problem.
of all of that, So he's the second wrestler now to be using the pedigree outside Triple H.
Mhm.
Seth Rollins, which makes sense. They had a feud. And then Cody Rhodes, who had a real feud outside the company.
Mhm.
So that would be actually really cool. And then if like Triple H does like bring the throne back, hell yeah.
I like this arrogant Triple H.
I would like
talking
that. I would
about,
love
so
that theory, dude. I'm all for that theory. All for that Austin theory.
Maybe he sent Brock. I mean, who knows? Maybe
I think that's a possible. Like, I don't know how else they go with it to make it pay off. It's like, oh, well, this is why. So Triple H in the press conference, he's like, oh, there's more to the story.
There is.
How does he know?
Right.
I mean, we know he's creative, right? But like, how do we, like
in a real life story?
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
we have to remove ourselves from the story writing part of it and act like it's real.
I do like the part of the press conference where they asked Roman about the sale, and he was like, who is this guy? And Paul's like, this is the guy. This guy loves creating problems.
He does.
He was the guy who asked CM Punk the question that started all that shit.
Oh yeah, that same guy.
Because Heyman's like, yeah, he starts stuff everywhere he goes, don't you? And the guy just said, Paul's like, you called something a few months ago too, didn't you? And the guy's like,
I love it.
You gotta love the
the
wife.
Triple H got up there and he goes, all right, get your question out of the way. You have any comments? He's like, nope, next. Like,
They asked Triple H about that. Triple H's like, well, he's like, I'm not taking it away from that.
Triple H looked so tired during that.
but I can imagine.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it
like
was
nonstop.
He was
nonstop.
just red and his eyes were red. It's like that poor
Like
guy.
everybody's bitch about him not being on a roll. He probably was like, Vince,
Gotta go to bed.
hey Vince,
Exhausted.
will you take tonight? Like, fuck the fans. I'll get them Friday. Like,
and then,
I just invested 50 hours of my life the last.
and then you
3
watch the
days.
show on Tuesday. Fuck.
Yeah.
But he's exhausted.
While
I wasn't booking Brock and Cody
I
yet.
take off one night. This is what happens.
But I wasn't surprised Roman was going to
No,
win.
it
I
made-
was not.
The more you think about it, the more it makes sense that he doesn't lose the belt.
All-
yet.
All day, I was like,
And he-
all day, I was like, man, Roman Reigns is winning. The closer we got to the match, I'm like, there's no way Cody's winning.
And he's about to almost
I mean,
hit his 1,000th ring too. So
the
it's
It's
guy-
about 1,000 day.
The guys I was with, I
Yeah.
was like, there's no way. Like, I have Cody on everything that I picked, but I'm fucking wrong. It's Roman Reigns.
Because like we talked about, it's too forced. It's too obvious too.
It was too obvious.
Because you win the Rumble, don't mean you're going to win the belt.
And how loud, just to show how wrong Triple H and Vince, whoever the fuck is writing this is, how loud did the crowd pop when Sammy hit his kick on Reigns during that 5-second
Very
thing?
hot. It did.
The crowd erupted. How
Mhm.
is Sammy not in that main event?
I agree.
But I digress. And also, you guys might think I'm incorrect here, but the last match on night one is not the main event of WrestleMania. That is the mid match of WrestleMania. I'm saying that it's the mid match of the whole show because it's the last match of the 2 show, which makes it in the middle. Saying it. Say it in the minute all you want. Same. Oh, how funny too was it in night one when did you guys watch the press conference of night one when Sammy is just kind of rambling like I'm doing right now, and KO was just sitting there eating the Snickers.
And Sammy was like, you say something. He's like, no. And Triple H came up there and he was
Yeah.
like, I'm glad we have Snickers left. Kevin was going.
I thought we were running Snickers. That made me laugh a lot. Anyway,
Yeah. Good. I mean, match was fine.
It happened the way we expected.
Well, Roman's reign. Get it? Roman's reign
you mean Romeo?
is going to be
Romy-
Del Rio.
Good job,
And,
Del Rio.
oh, you think the fans were pissed off that Vince might have done Raw? We had 2 guests for tonight, and they were so pissed that I lost the belt. They're both not here.
Who was the other one?
Del Rio. He texted me last night, like, hey, I'm going to hop on. Is that cool? And I was like, sure.
Oh, cool.
Then he texted me like 10 minutes before 6, like, I can't. And I was like, well, fuck. And he said,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I just assume that's the reason. They're very
Oh
upset at
my
our booking
God.
over here.
You know
We're
what?
creative on this
Chuck's
side.
not.
Be mad at it.
Chuck's
Be
not.
mad. Haters gonna hate.
Till they shake it off.
Chuck's gonna reign.
Shake it off.
I love the
Don't get
haters.
mad at me.
Quote your girl Taylor Swift.
I took a nap and it was over, so I don't want to hear it.
This is just the beginning.
Now I'm gonna have to start like getting myself over by tallying how many days each of us has held that. So I'm in the thousands somewhere.
You
Yvonne's
are.
at like 300, Chuck's at 4.
hey now, 4 with this belt.
Yeah. But I think the bloodline Roman's reign's gonna end
We just don't.
when the inner parts of like the Usos are gonna like get sick of being treated like
That's
shit.
going
They are.
somewhere.
And then
Yeah.
they're going to
It's going
bounce.
somewhere.
Then when he's out there by himself and he has nobody to help him anymore,
Something's gonna happen.
then he's gonna lose.
I mean, as it
I
should.
really think Jay should be the one.
I
fucking
absolutely-
It
really.
makes sense.
It started with Jay and COVID.
Yep.
It should end.
It
with
should
that.
end with Jay
Yeah.
or Solo because Solo makes sense too. Because now Roman's keeping him close as fuck.
Sure.
He is.
Because he got close to Sammy. Because Solo and Sammy were going everywhere together.
He got
And
along with all
Roman
of them. He
pulled
did.
him back in. So I think that's part of the story. So when Triple H says there's a better story that we think to be told, he's probably correct.
It's got to be Jay. at
But
this point.
everybody, internet, yeah, all of you.
all of the
Because
internet.
All
you
of
were
it.
told and you thought, man, Cody's supposed to win and Roman's supposed to take 7 months off.
Where did you hear
Who
that
in the
from?
fuck told you Roman was taking 7 months off?
Never was said.
My pick was based off that stupidity, which I won't let it happen again.
Mhm.
The story's so much better with Roman. And you guys are upset? Good. Because Raw had its highest rating in 4 fucking years, even though was it great? No. But it did have it
rough.
fucking popped. It is going against the national championship game.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, it had a huge numbers.
Dude, my
So,
gut was telling me Reigns. If I was going with my gut and not like trying to
could pick
like
all over
I
again,
knew it was
if I
Roman.
could pick all over again, I would have took Roman and Bianca.
Bianca, I thought should have changed.
So did I.
But man, my
My story
I
with
should have picked
Asuka
Gunther.
was
and
so
my gut would have said Reigns.
shitty.
that's why I always pick Roman because he's not gonna lose.
It's the third Mania in a row, and I was like, are they really going to go for that? But then they got close to 1,000. My gut said, now you guys can ask the people I was with all day. It's like it's going to be fucking Roman Reigns
That's Roman.
because you can just feel it because we said it. We keep saying it over and over again, but like Cody just did not make sense at this time. It felt unfulfilled.
Look, I even got my Roman Reigns shirt. Acknowledge your daddy.
Well, I'm over that,
That's
Daddy.
Roman.
I'm over him. I'm bored as fuck now.
Like we
but,
said on this show, to dethrone Roman, you got to take the
gonna-
bloodline
the
out.
bloodline
You
has
got to
to
get
go.
rid of them first.
I don't think Cody and KO are like, or not Cody, Sami and KO are like, yeah, we're done. Cool. No, I think that's going to continue
gonna
in some
continue.
degree.
Yeah.
They're going to still go after Roman. It's like Thanos. You have to cut it off by the head. You start with the Usos, which that
Sure.
is going to be interesting to
It's the
watch.
beginning of the-
This is going to how they enter because they already
It's a
go
crack.
eat the seafood in the plane, like meaning basically you lost. Get the fuck out of our
He
face.
don't want you.
Yep.
So
It's a crack in the blood. So
That's why this was easy for me because with the bloodline playing a big factor, it's hard to argue that Roman's going to win.
So before we transition to the rest of the card,
somebody's trying to get into something. Oh, sorry. That's got a fraud alert. And I know that we're live right now, but something's more important. And it's my wife. So never mind. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Stand and Deliver was very good.
Very good.
Gargano and Grayson Waller was a great story being
Great.
told. Unsanctioned match. His wife got involved.
Yep, she did.
He got his ass beat. A little reuniting of the way. Indy Hartwell finally won the big
I
one.
was getting a little worried about her there, but yeah,
That was a nice swerve. Carmelo Hayes beat Braun Breaker. That match was fucking. I watched the
Very.
whole show. Andre Chase is great, dude. Oh my god, that shit.
They won.
Dude, he won.
They won too.
So he won, and then the grizzled young veterans has to be released after the fact, so they let him go.
Of course.
Because they were in Schism with The Rock's daughter and Joe Gacy. So that group's dramatically got less people in it now.
They do.
But that match was good. Andre Chase is so fucking over,
He's so
dude.
good.
I just hope they don't. Now I'm like, I don't know what I believe. I just hope they do not fuck with him when he comes up.
He's
That-
perfect the way
That
he
Chase
is.
University gimmick is fucking
And he's
over.
cussing on his little things. Yeah,
Oh,
I
dude.
am mad.
Dude, that cracks me up every time.
Dude, you dumbass. Like, it's great. So let's go back. So let's start from the bottom, meaning the first match of the night.
That's a Drake song.
Okay, shut up.
That's a good
John Cena didn't win, baby. And Austin Theory was never going to win, baby.
Come on,
He was
Bebe,
going.
you knew
So
better than
Bebe
that.
had John Cena winning, then doing open challenge. That Dominic, who's come off his triumphant victory over Ray, wins that belt. Well, so much for that, Bebe.
It's a good theory, but it didn't happen.
Yep. This theory did happen.
Speaking of theory,
It's a good
he actually
Austin
won,
theory.
It was the basic. He tapped, but the ref wasn't awake.
which we kind of
Clean win, though. I
He
mean,
did.
one finisher
He
down. We didn't get Super Cena kicking out of the A-Town down 8 times.
Yep.
One put him down.
It was actually kind of surprising. I thought
I
it was
did
going to
too.
be more like
theory dominated most of that match too.
I mean,
He
it's
did.
close to a clean. I mean, they had to do the fake tap, whatever.
and how much of like a beach bod dad did John Cena have? He looked like he was just at the beach.
I know.
But I mean, he's old now. He's
He's
doing
old.
movies. What are you going to do?
He did exactly what he was supposed
Theory
to do.
biting at him. That was
Oh, yeah, the biting shit was glorious.
Biting his-
He wasn't losing.
when he did that.
Yep.
Cena did the STF. He was biting his hands. I mean, you have to do whatever it takes to keep your belt. I get it.
Yeah, good match.
Very good match.
Good opener. Cena coming out first was obviously the right
Cena's
call. The fucking
entrance was
crowd went
awesome. The
insane.
Make-A-Wish thing.
Yeah,
that
the
he had,
Make-A-Wish
that
thing was
awesome.
badass. And he's done that forever. We've
That's
always
awesome.
gave him kudos for that.
It's like, of course, yeah, incorporate.
Like, he's done like 8 times more than the second place person.
That's
Like, it's
awesome.
insane how many he's done.
dude, it's a good job at that.
That's awesome.
Match was very, very,
Very
good.
good.
Well, not very, very good.
Way
I
to-
enjoyed it.
way
It
to
did
kick
exactly what it was supposed to do.
Way to kick it off.
That's how you.
night
That
one.
is a good way to
Yes.
kick it.
I really
off.
liked how when Austin came on a Monday, he was like, John Cena said, I'm going to get destroyed. Where are you at? Where you at?
Yeah.
Here I am. Where you all
Then
that.
he beat Rey Mysterio.
That's the way anything with John Cena, is going to pop.
It's like that first hour and a half of Raw was great. It just fucking flew by. And then I was like, ugh.
I mean,
Anyway.
it is what it is.
This match was way better than I thought it would be.
We know Chuck loved
Angelo
it.
Dawkins
Yeah,
dropping Braun Strowman when he was doing a
Yeah.
little stroke, his little ring thing was
I
badass.
got to
was.
quit
Because
denying
that's the first time that I can remember that's ever happened to him.
Dawkins
we got to quit overlooking the Street Profits.
And this
now.
spot was badass as well.
Yeah, that was cool.
This match was really
It
good.
was actually
And I
really
think
good.
I said last week I didn't give a shit. And
You
I
did.
Well,
going into it, I didn't.
storyline wise, it doesn't matter, but athleticism, they're all
So it
pretty
worked.
good.
I mean, Profits won.
I'm glad
they got a
they
title
won.
shot. They lost. I think they're going heel, but whatever.
Sure.
We'll,
I like
we'll see
it.
where that goes.
More than likely, yeah.
But yeah, so and then we'll get to the women's one
Oh,
later.
gosh.
That match was pretty good. So here we go. Yvonne's favorite. All right. I really was entertained. I'll say I was entertained by this match.
So
The
was
prime
I.
bottle was fucking I
So was
could not
I.
stop laughing. And then I tried it the other day. It is really fucking good.
Pretty
by the
good?
way. Yeah. It's very hard to find.
I
Like,
actually smile. At
nobody
this
has
match,
it. I
so-
found one at Thornton's.
That's
one
what-
bottle.
that
It was pink. It wasn't blue.
Hey, if it's good, it's
Sorry,
good.
KSI. But this is a good match.
Very
I mean, he
good.
got his spots. Paul had his few spots. I like he's got his phone, and then he's like, yeah. And then he pulls the prime bottle guy onto the table.
See, that's what I thought was hilarious. Like, how much padding? He was like, I learned my lesson at Saudi Arabia. I need padding.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm not breaking all my rules.
Right.
Yeah, like it was a good match.
was
And then
good.
at the end, you have Seth. They interviewed him. He's like, I hope he resigns. His contract's, I guess, up soon. But I've read that he's already.
I mean, I'm sure he will. Why wouldn't he?
will.
Yeah, he said on his pod, he was like, yeah, I'm not. He said, if I don't, I'm not going anywhere else. He said, I don't even know the name of that other place. He's like, I hear about it all the time, but I don't know what the hell it is.
I mean, he has nothing to do there.
No,
if
so-
he's going to be here, he's got to
Well,
be here.
he's gonna be
We
there,
know
yeah.
Logan Paul had this coming running his mouth. He got stomped. I said last week 3, which I was wrong. But
But I still think Logan can only go look so good because of the wrestlers he's wrestling. He can wrestle
helps.
anybody and it'd be a good match. You know, it's got to be, as he said, a prize fighting match, but he just happens to be wrestling the best of the best
he is.
because they can make him look good.
Yeah, and he's
He was.
successful so far.
Oh, I
And all
mean,
his matches
sure.
have been good.
Can't argue it. Can't argue it.
He fits. Triple H, I think he said in the press conference, he said, I texted him right after the match and I said, dude, you shouldn't be allowed to be this good so quick. He's like, he's
He
done 4
is.
matches.
He is.
Like, it
Yeah,
is pretty
it's
crazy.
hard to
He
argue.
does look,
He does.
you have to have a dance partner. You're right. But he has delivered on everything.
He
But
does.
he's done
he
his
gets
job.
massive
He has
heat.
He's done
a
his
good
job.
Yeah, he brings probably 5% more of an audience with him
He
because he
does.
does have a fucking hell. I watched. He had Theo Vaughn, who I've taken a liking to here
Yeah, it
lately.
is.
Big comedian. I saw him
Oh.
on Rogan's podcast.
Oh, cool.
He was on. He slept with one of Logan Paul's fans after he was on the podcast the last time,
Hell yeah.
and then they confronted him about it. So I was watching it, and his podcast. It wasn't a bad watch that
Oh,
episode. I'm
sure.
not going to like watch it every night.
I like comedians, so I get it. Hell yeah.
Good match. I mean,
It was a good match.
you're going to hear me say this a lot. It did what it was supposed to.
And we knew
that's
what was
very
gonna
important.
happen,
Did the
so-
Now, so I did have questions after these.
Seth
matches.
won, so good for Seth. He can't.
I'm
keep
fucking up
losing.
my own thing. Okay, thoughts on that match?
It's like me in my life.
Was that a passing of the torch from for Theory and Cena? Yes.
Yes, it was.
Street Profits win. Okay, we got that.
I knew they would win. They're my
All right,
boys.
what was your opinion? Oh, okay. So what do you guys think's next for Seth?
I don't have a guess.
I don't either.
Because he's just kind of out there right now.
Yep. I mean, it's got to do something.
Gotta do something. Gotta keep winning.
Hopefully
At
not
least.
Cody again because Cody
No,
kind of moved
Cody's
on,
got Brock.
right?
I don't know.
Not anything with KO or Sammy because they're doing
Nothing-
something else.
Anything with not brought the belt.
Ah.
I don't know.
I mean, he did mention after WrestleMania this year that he wants to wrestle Roman Reigns next year at
Yes.
WrestleMania, but that's next year at WrestleMania.
I really don't know right now.
He's just kind of out there though.
He's just out there. I don't.
That'll be interesting to see.
But
something.
we know it won't take Seth long to find something.
I mean, the dude's good as fuck. Something's going to happen, but what that is, I don't know yet.
Well, this was fine.
It was
I
fine.
actually thought this match was terrible.
That's why I said it was fine.
It was fine. Yeah, it was.
It had to be cool for all them to wrestle with their like
Sure.
heroes and shit.
So they got to fulfill their destinies. That's
The
cool.
rock bottom thing off the top rope was
It was
pretty
cool. It
sweet way
was
to end
cool.
it.
Yeah, I even said I was like, "This is the high rock bottom." That was fun.
It's the end of this feud.
Sure.
So I'm
It's
okay
in,
with it because
it's
I feel
in.
like this is never gonna, like Becky said on Raw. She said, I never thought, she's like 6 months ago, I thought it was over. Then they come back. He's like, She's like, I finally think we can move on.
It's over.
And they're fighting Del Rio. She still sucks.
She does.
Liv Morgan.
She still
She's not
sucks.
winning the tag titles
No.
next week on Raw either.
She's only we'll get to that match. I will get to that.
All right, so
I
let's
wouldn't
go
say a
to
word. I won't even
my
say a word.
third favorite moment from night one. I mean, look at Dom. Like
Absolutely.
Dominic's entrance was amazing.
It was awesome.
I
Now,
popped.
they swerved us because we all last week we were talking about
Him
how
and the
he was going
lowrider.
to use, he was going to
Yeah.
use that. Yeah.
Ray's was badass too. Hey,
It
I got
was,
pictures
it
of that
was.
as well. I got a much better picture, but
So like I remember last week when I said if I hear the Viva la Raza, I'm going to freak out.
That was cool. It was cool.
And I did hear it, and I did freak out. But I at that one because I think Dom came out first, right?
Yeah.
So I was disappointed. Like,
Dude, his entrance.
I'm not
was
going to hear it.
so
I'm not gonna-
Badass,
I'm not
dude.
gonna
He
hear it.
coming out of there. He's got the
Yeah.
dude. Perfect.
It was
And I
good.
guarantee you that is not a Vince McMahon idea
No,
because that is
it's
an
not.
authentic, original, out of the box idea.
Sure.
It was.
He went all in on President Mike. Is all is what he
Dude,
did.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
That's awesome.
That motherfucker's face is on the side of my car right now. He's
Yep.
on my back window, and he's always going to be there.
That's what he should be.
And
And the fact
they
that
did bring Prison Mike. That's amazing.
That's all that is.
but the fact that guys were expecting Dom to do it, and because he didn't do it, happened. So my guard was down, and then when Ray did it, I was surprised.
That was cool.
And I freaked out. I was like, oh, there it is.
Now, I got to quit being so narrow-minded. I just assume like everybody else, oh, Dom has to win and get his moment. Like, but there's so much left of this story.
Oh, it's not done.
It's
I mean,
not
Ray
done.
I
attacking.
should have picked Ray.
Yep.
He deserved to. He got his Hall of Fame. He spanked him with the belt. I thought that killed me
That was
because that fits perfectly into the
It
story.
does, yeah.
And then like he deserved this weekend
He
in
did.
front of
Sure.
pretty much at home because he's from Vegas or whatever.
Sure.
It's his
got
time to
got
shine,
inducted.
yeah.
Dude, they had to pull Dom from the Hall of Fame because he couldn't stay in character.
I thought they would have to walk
Wow.
away.
Yeah, him and Rhea walked
Yeah.
away. She acted
Yeah.
like he was just pissed or
Yeah.
something.
You saw a picture. You saw a video of him
Yeah.
kind of getting tear-eyed.
Yeah,
and
and
he
he
Yeah.
can't because
And they're like,
I
storyline.
thought they were gonna have him attack him.
I did too.
I
I,
did
think
too.
everybody
I
did.
But
think
I mean,
loved him.
Ray did deserve that
He
moment,
did.
Yep, I agree.
and he got his win.
For-
And now
Now
Dom
it's
needs to start winning,
now.
I agree.
even though
Yep, I agree. It's one of those things. I never was a huge Ray fan, but that's just me. We're all different.
I haven't.
I understand. I respect the dude. If I met him, I'd freak out a little bit. But he's been around forever. He started in WCW as a cruiserweight back in the 90s. And then he came to WWE pretty much right away. And he's been very consistent. It's 2020. He's
He's
still
still going.
here.
He's still.
And he looks the same. Like he doesn't look like
he
he's
actually got
aged.
more ripped.
Yeah.
He has,
Like,
yeah.
He's the most even him and Randy Orton are the two that are like the most consistent out of everybody in
Look
my
at him.
opinion. And
Yeah.
but
Why
unlike
is his
Randy,
daughter's pants so big?
yeah, right. Is she pregnant or just anyway?
Those are
But,
ugly pants.
Hey, Legato
That's
del
right.
Fanta. There's a
That's right.
Cementos crunch.
Yeah, dude. That really.
I really didn't notice that.
I don't know how you did
How
it.
did you not notice
Man,
that?
it
I
took
told
me
you,
out.
I like if I'm focused on like staring at that camera,
It's
I
the
don't notice
littlest
Annabelle
things.
hanging above it until I look at Annabelle.
And it was like I wasn't on social media at all, dude. I just literally just watch it with
That
me
is,
and my
I
buddies.
did. How'd you not
And-
notice that?
and I
That's
couldn't-
annoying.
I was so between this and that TurboTax one, I was like so far removed
It's so silly.
sometimes, but other times I was able to get back in it. But man, they even had a guy in a Cinnamon Toast Crunch costume, and I was like, I can't. Like this is ridiculous.
Just know we know what Cinnamon Toast Crunch is. Like, leave us alone.
We don't need the guy in a costume. It's a cereal.
That's
You
my
gotta-
favorite cereal.
Go to the store and look at it.
I mean, it's just one of those things. I wish they didn't advertise it that much. And I understand
Right.
you got to make money, make the.
I
as
think
much
they
as
made
you
like
can.
$5 million. Off
I
of
am
it,
sure they did, and I can't say that that's stupid because the point of this is to make money.
which
But as
they
a
did.
fan,
Did everybody know they
took
got
me out.
sold? And they met,
They got
you know,
sold.
$9
Just in
billion.
case you didn't know.
it's good news though because we all were bitching about Saudi Arabia.
This
is
is a very good.
It's
This
ve-
is very, very good for them.
My only-
UFC wasn't worth a lot when they got them. Look at them now.
I just hope that we all realize, and I've been saying this for years, but now for all you UFC fans, you realize that it's also scripted, right? Because it fucking is. Anyway.
Yeah. So it's funny. I have a buddy. He's on my dart team. So last night I was like, "Hey, we're under the same team now." Because I always, he's like, "I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna watch the fight tonight." It's like, "Yeah,
Just
fuck
as
that."
fucking fake.
And I was
though.
like, "Dude, welcome, and we're worth more than you guys are by a lot."
I
Anyway,
mean, UFC has been just as scripted since the fucking 90s.
I can't wait for Conor McGregor versus Roman Reigns.
Oh, boy.
God, oh no.
But yeah, this match was
Did you
really
see,
good.
Did you see he threatened Paul Heyman on
Yeah,
Twitter?
he said, "You better calm down, old man."
That guy always runs his
If he
mouth.
hit Paul Heyman, everybody would attack that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
You don't fuck with Paul
That-
Heyman.
That guy's always running his mouth calm. He's
But yeah.
always
That match
He
was
is.
good. The entrances were great.
very
The story's not done.
good. It's far from done.
The sponsors need to go, but outside that, it was
Yes.
phenomenal.
Match of the weekend, you could argue.
Oh, yeah.
This one delivered
Yes,
on every level.
Stole the show. And
This, I wrote an article. This is how you use. See, I don't think Vince booked this either because
No, he
Charlotte
didn't.
would have won.
Yep.
This
I
is
can argue.
how you use Charlotte
and
Flair.
when we know
This is how you
yeah.
use her. You don't have her just end your fucking undefeated streak, Asuka, for no fucking reason.
Right.
Or you put her in a triple threat that she has no business being in. It should have just been Ronda versus Becky. You don't force her.
She don't
The
need
build
it.
for this wasn't great, but the story was already in place.
The story was already there.
This match was great, dude.
And even Charlotte, after the match was over, she was
She
sitting.
couldn't.
She was sitting at the apron, just like slow clapping, like.
Well, she smiled like she,
Yeah.
And
she couldn't help
probably-
it.
Yep.
She knew they
Yeah.
knew what they did. That's
Yeah,
the best women's match I've probably ever seen.
absolutely.
I can't argue that.
Ba-
It's one
Bayley-
of my favorite matches.
Bailey,
though.
Sasha, Brooklyn is right up there because
It's
that's
really
the one I've
good.
held for years.
That's a
but
good
I
one,
think
too.
it's been top. That match was great.
That match was
And
phenomenal.
Rhea looked like a fucking monster coming out of
This has been the year Rhea Ripley. Like
this
you
is
said,
going to be the and they
Me,
teased
yeah.
her and Bianca on
Yeah.
Raw.
It
She
did.
said every time I
Yeah.
win, there you are.
There
Like,
you are, like, go away. Like, this
and I
is-
think we're gonna get that next year.
And I hope Rhea wins some over Bianca.
me
well,
too. Me
It's
too.
funny because Rhea always went over in NXT,
She did.
and so far they're head to heads in the main roster. Bianca's always went over.
Which makes sense. She's
So,
been their face.
We'll see what's
So, she's been their John Cena
Great
women's
match.
division.
Very
match.
One of my favorite matches of night
and then
one.
dude that her moonsault's still pretty legit though.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you're 8 feet tall.
If people don't, this is the Rhea Ripley era starts
Yeah,
now.
it's very
I
good.
agree.
It starts now, and I have no idea who's going to challenge her
So-
next, but who cares?
So I popped for this hard.
Which one?
Oh,
McAfee.
wait,
Dude.
love
Yeah.
it, love it.
Did you see Michael Cole jump up?
Corey Graves is like, shut
Bam.
up.
just like the Rumble.
For you audio listeners, it's literally just Mike. And look at Corey Graves.
He's
He's
all
so
pissed.
mad. Dude, and Graves does say
He does.
at the end of this segment, since I've started writing again, I pay more attention to shit.
Sure.
He said, it ain't my fault they won't let me fight him.
And he did.
Keep that in mind.
Uh-huh.
Keep that line in mind. Because he trashed McAfee. The whole is out there.
And the Rumble he did too.
I do
Yeah.
think this match is something. I heard that he's cleared. McAfee and him don't have to have a 30-minute
No.
fucking
no,
something like
just a
technical.
quick.
Hit your spots. Watch his head,
Sure.
obviously, and then that's
That's it.
that's a story that's already
That's it.
fucking there.
I mean, nobody
He's
cares about
jealous
the
because
match.
McAfee came in and they liked him better. He's
Yeah.
better at his job
Yeah.
than he is. McAfee will tell him that. They'll fight.
Dude, the last time we got announcers versus
Dude,
announcer was
look how
Michael.
cool this picture is. He looks like one of those. Like
Jeez.
he looks like he just trustful.
Dude, that's impressive, actually.
He's-
Like he
He's
looks
so
like he just
tall.
straight down.
He is so tall.
The last time we got an announcer versus announcer match was at WrestleMania, and it was Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, these two could do it better.
Better, a lot better.
So-
Oh, and shout out to Cole for continually bring up that he was undefeated at
Hey.
Mania.
I love
He's
this
just-
version of
he's just-
Michael Cole.
yeah, I do too.
He has no filter.
Oh,
at this
dude, when he
point.
popped, he said, "Is this April Fool's Day?"
Which it
Look
was.
at his face.
Look at Corey Graves.
Look
He's
at
like,
his
he's
face.
like, shut up, Cole.
Dude, he's so happy.
He's so happy.
And from the
Dude.
first time they hung out, Michael Cole yelled at him about his attire, and now look, they're best friends.
I know. He pulled him off the pre-show because he's wearing jean shorts,
Yeah.
and now they're BFFs. With
Now
I
Cole
Cole
loves him.
freaks out when
He
he's there.
loves it.
It was great.
The two
And
are great on commentary together.
so the internal battle we had last week was us screaming at WWE to make sure this did main event
And it did.
the way,
They listen.
and it
They-
deserved
yep.
it. But looking back, if Charlotte and Rhea main evented and we had that match, I wouldn't. I probably would not be on here bitching about it.
You know, I
Yeah.
agree. As
That
I
match was great.
as
it
I
was
was,
really good.
as I was watching that match, I was like, maybe you should have been invented.
But-
I
It's hard
agree,
to
dude.
argue between
The
those
story,
this match
the
and that
storytelling right here was perfect.
Yeah.
Dude. I loved every
Look
minute
at
of
Sammy's
it.
face. Look how
Look at
proud he
this.
is.
Dude, this
I love it.
was the dude in getting Jay. Haliva kick 1,
Perfect.
Haliva kick 2.
Yep.
He made sure to emphasize on fucking Jay
He did.
that fuck you.
I got you.
I'm the
And
man now.
This
Not
is
you.
perfect storytelling. People bitching that Cody lost.
Oh,
Look at this
God.
story. This story did not come about 6 months ago. This
Yep.
story took a little bit of time. If you
Mhm.
want long-term storytelling, which you guys always say you do, then we bitch about it. We're living in an era where we want shit now,
Sure.
right? Like I go to McDonald's, I have a half-hour lunch. I understand shit goes wrong, but I want my shit now. We want what's that? Grand Theft Auto. We've been waiting about 5 years, 6 years for
Oh,
this new
longer
game.
than that. That should came out 23. We've been waiting for 10 years, bro.
Is it?
Right, we waited too long.
That's just 10 years old.
But when
GTA
we,
5
get,
is.
when we get GTA, whatever it is,
It came out on the PS3.
Earth, it's supposed to be like the whole world. They're trying to get like every part of the globe.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's
cool.
taking so long. They're
That's cool.
scrolling the whole fucking world and trying to make it like.
I'm going to play it.
Well, you've seen the Facebook post where it's like they show a video and it's like, oh, that looks like GTA, Have you seen those videos?
Uh-uh.
It's a guy out in public just doing shit. And
Oh yeah.
So
I have seen
it's
those.
going to be that real.
Yep,
And you think the PS5 now and all that shit,
that's cool.
you have to wait for shit.
Yeah, that last
You
game
have
came
to
out
wait
2
for shit.
consoles ago.
It's like when you date. You typically don't find somebody and marry them a month later. I've attempted that. It doesn't work. I did attempt that. So,
Whoopsies.
yeah, oops.
Whoops on you.
There's fucking $6,000. I think thankfully they gave it right back. But anyway,
That's good.
Well, if you did get married, it'd been more than $6,000.
Oh,
Yeah, you'd be out.
looking at where they are now and where I'm at now, I dodged one there.
It's a good feeling,
But
right?
Neither here or there.
I get it.
Great match, great story,
Great.
very good match with the Street Profits on Raw.
Very good.
And I'm very excited to see where these two go.
Yep, me too. Next chapter.
Vince
for 'em.
too.
and or not Vince, these guys have a lot of control over their own shit.
They do.
And they did when Vince was there.
Sure.
Because we've
That's why
gave
they
them
stayed.
kudos because they stayed.
They signed
before-
back under Vince. They
Yeah,
did.
so-
They did.
Good and this is good for them betting on themselves. And they
Sure.
did, and
I
they
love
both
it.
won.
I still think it would have been better if Sammy would have beat Roman Reigns
agree.
for the
I
main
did
event
too.
title.
That's
did
what I
too.
put in my
Um,
article. I said this was Sammy's moment, not Cody's. Why are you so upset?
Really.
And if I put out a poll on Twitter and 5,000 people voted who should have fought Roman, Sammy or Cody, I bet Sammy gets at least 70% of that.
Oh, I agree.
Right.
And then those are the same people bitching that Cody didn't win, though.
Right, seriously.
So it doesn't make any sense.
It
And that's why I agree with you. With the card that we had, we have no control over that. So with the card that we had, that's the best possible scenario
Yeah,
in my
I agree.
opinion. Now, granted, the card should have been different, but with the card we
Yeah.
had, that's the best. That's the
Yeah,
best
right.
scenario.
It is a really good card.
Very good card.
So that gets us to night one.
Which was really very good.
I had fucking questions for all these. and I
Night
just-
one was
I
the
didn't know when
best.
to
It
end them.
was
Phenomenal.
So
Night 2 felt more like Vince.
So it's I did have my Charlotte quote. This is how Charlotte should be used. Yeah.
Yeah,
See.
I agree.
So you guys for those 4 seconds that was up, that's the nicest thing I'm ever going to say about Charlotte.
and that's only,
So
only
make
4
sure you
seconds.
save this moment because you won't hear it again.
Let her know. Show it to her.
I put how perfect was this match? I mean, it was pretty fucking great.
It was
It was a really good match.
It was great. And this in the fucking I think we were talking about before Kevin Owens eating all the Snicker bar. The press conference was even fun.
That's so
like
funny.
it was great.
This Kevin's eating. I don't know. and then
He
Triple H.
shouted out to the Briscoes. They got to wear their PW.
Yeah.
You know, Vincent
Yep.
booked that match because they wore PWG shit on their
Yep.
tights. You can't allude to other
Yep.
companies, right?
Right.
And like
But-
KO made sure to bring that up in the
Yeah.
the press
And the
conference.
Briscoe thing was cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. And then I saw some stuff on Twitter I'm not familiar with them coming up. I knew Kevin Owens when he was in NXT, power
Sure.
bombing Sami Zayn off the side of the ring.
Same Z.
So it was cool for them to show a little bit of that story.
Mhm.
So perfect story.
It was.
Same Z's.
It's- That match was but perfection.
It was.
This one I gotta say was
Better
what
than I
I
thought.
thought. I thought this was.
It was.
You know what the God,
Consensus?
was after night
Spit it
2.
out.
This was better than Cena in theory.
well, I want to go that far.
I
No,
know.
like-
right?
but
Most people felt that way.
I would say it
The
was
argument
better
for
and longer
Austin-
than I was than I
Right.
said.
The argument was, well, that was just like Austin. It was a basic match.
It was.
I mean, there wasn't anything crazy. Brock fucking picking up Omos was
He did.
impressive.
Sure.
And like we said last week, it's
Mhm.
moments.
It's moment.
Like,
I thought,
look at this shit. Omos is a
Jeez.
big guy.
dude, I was more
Suplex
impressed.
City.
I was more impressed when Omos threw Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
I
dude,
know.
and Brock sold for him hard.
Yeah.
They did.
I thought
Brock
'cause,
was like, like Brock sells.
like we know Brock. We all knew Brock could lift him to the F5. But to see Omos throw him like a rag doll is something that we've never really seen before.
And I was
Right.
arguing with people on Twitter. It's like Omos came out of this looking good.
He
Like,
did.
he's
Better.
fine. He's
He did.
fine.
He looked better than I thought he
He,
would.
he,
Better
he
than we
competed with
thought.
Brock Lesnar, but
He
we all knew
didn't- He didn't
Brock
botch
needed this
anything.
win.
Mhm.
And then when you
yeah,
see
he
on
deserved
Raw,
to win. Yeah.
if he definitely had to win this match. 'Cause
definitely
what the
had
fuck's
to.
it matter if he goes and fights Cody if he just loses to Omos?
And it was longer than 30 seconds. So that was
Dude,
also
it was
impressive.
actually,
Yeah.
it was
It was.
fine, dude. And the pop he gets,
But when's the last time you saw somebody throw Brock Lesnar like a rag doll?
That's
Right.
fair.
That's true.
probably Drew in the rump. Well, he didn't even throw him. They just Claymore him out of the ring.
Right, yeah.
But yeah,
And Omos actually didn't botch it. So that's cool
no,
too.
Omos. This is a very good experience for
Better
Omos.
than we thought this match was.
Oh,
gonna
dude,
be.
absolutely.
Yeah, actually enjoyed it more than I thought it would. So
Yeah.
props to both of them guys because
Right.
I was more entertained. And we all knew that Brock was going to win.
Yep.
But cool.
If not, we would have seen Brock attack everyone. Well, we did to Cody, but
It was
Yeah.
good. It was.
very good.
Brock had to win that.
He
This
needed
next one,
to.
I literally have nothing nothing. It was a waste of my time. It was a waste of your time. It was a waste of your guys' time.
Which
it was a waste
match?
of their time.
It better be the win.
Like,
I got to say on that.
I mean,
If
raise
they-
your hand if you had Baszler and Ronda winning.
They didn't have to qualify
I
to
completely
get.
agree with everything you
Makes
just
me.
said.
They didn't.
I wrote in my article.
Yeah.
I think it was like 4 sentences. Like,
seriously.
it is what I thought it was. I had low expectations.
Yeah, it's
It sucked.
embarrassing.
Ronda and
Be honest.
Shayna won. Wow. On to the next. And I think
If
that
you-
was it.
If you
Yeah.
didn't pick those two to win, then you're just not paying attention.
Oh, so Bebe. So, I got to talk some shit since you'll be on the show here soon. Bebe picked Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
I would have picked them if it was Carmella and her.
that's
That-
what I said. Yeah.
And you
'Cause-
would have been just like Bebe. Way
Well,
off.
well.
Shayna and Ronda
but-
were always winning this match.
But I don't know if that's true though.
as soon as they
because
were put into
as
this
soon as they
match.
put in, yes. But at that point, when it was supposed to be Carmella, they weren't in it. So they didn't.
I still think they were probably going to get added.
They may
Yeah.
have, but it's the very last second. So
That's why it was
Yeah.
obvious to pick Ronda because they didn't have to qualify, and it's Ronda Rousey, and she'll tell you 1,000 times that who she is and what she does. Who cares?
I do agree. As soon as they were added, we knew they were.
We
gonna
knew.
win.
It made me lose interest in this match.
Bebe.
And
Bebe was like 4-7.
sorry, Del Rio, we know you like Liv Morgan, but I cannot stand her and Raquel together. She's making Raquel look bad, in my opinion.
I want Raquel to turn on her.
I do too, and I hope
I
that
want Raquel to
happens
turn on her
next
Monday.
week. Next
Because
week.
Raquel stopped, looked at Rhea, and I was like, dude, sign me the fuck up for Raquel versus Rhea.
All day.
When
because-
we get to Raw,
so
what happens? Yeah.
Raquel,
Yeah.
so when Rhea left NXT, Raquel literally was brought in and literally took that spot.
Took that-
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool because I watched both of them come up through NXT, and now we're going to see them
Go at it.
on SmackDown. So,
Kind of like
I
Austin
think that's
and Rock.
Rhea. Yeah, I think that's Rhea's first feud. It'll probably be Raquel. She's not going
I
to
love
lose.
it.
I don't think she's going to lose for a while,
Well, that's fine.
but I think that'll be a very good feud. I think that feud could last a little
Well,
bit.
Raquel made Ronda look good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raquel is a very good wrestler,
She's very good.
and she's very over with the crowd, which I was very worried she
Yeah.
wouldn't be.
I
But
just
she
don't-
is.
love her.
I just
And they
don't-
changed her name right away, so that it's like her name's Raquel Gonzalez. Like
Yeah.
now it's Raquel Rodriguez. Like I
Yeah.
guess it's
Okay, I'm not gonna say
Vince.
anything.
Vince, like-
I'm not gonna say
I
anything.
just don't understand why they did this. Like, she doesn't need a tag partner. Liv Morgan don't need to be tagged with every single person on the roster. Like, come on. We get it, but Raquel's doing all the work, and Liv Morgan's, taking up the pins. That's gonna cost you there. Hopefully, it's next week. Hopefully.
and my match of night 2 was this.
It was definitely, as Cy would say,
Yes,
a banger.
it was.
Dude,
I should have had
how
Gunther.
badass did Gunther look just coming to the ring?
He
Love that
did.
match.
Like he'd just come into the ring.
And
like
the
they made sure he,
chops.
like
Look at all
Dude,
three
I got
of those
picture.
got all
Gangster.
all three of their chests
There
with
it
the red
is.
marks. It was nuts.
this was nuts.
Yeah, it was.
Drew, I about shit. Like
You can't ever count Drew
dude,
out.
6'4",
Gosh.
275.
Woo.
Dude should not be able to just
I
know.
open senton
Being that rip.
over the fucking rope.
Did you guys see William Regal? That was badass.
That's
Dude, I
awesome.
love he power bombed him. I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna stack him at first.
I know.
It's like I
Yeah.
beat, but like, dude, but he pinned Drew.
He
He
did.
pinned Drew, so I think there's meat left on the bone for Sheamus still.
I did
Yeah.
notice that.
So they did pin Drew.
I thought that was a good idea.
Maybe
yeah, I
we
agree,
see a
'cause
new
Sheamus
attention to
does.
Drew, maybe.
So I did overlook Kevin Owens now a Grand Slam champion.
Yep.
He is.
So is nobody.
That's it.
Is that it?
Sheamus
She-
would have been.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Sheamus.
thinking of.
Oh, Rhea Ripley
Yep, she is.
made history. So she is the only woman in the history of WWE to be the NXT UK champion,
That's awesome.
NXT champion,
All the women's
Raw champion, SmackDown champion,
Tag team.
champion.
Yep, that's awesome.
killing it.
Because
She's
remember,
26.
UK was around for like 3 or 4 years.
Sure.
Mhm.
She was the first UK.
Rhea
Like,
Ripley.
she's going to be the first ever.
Ever.
UK's gone. Like
You
she
can't
is
do
the
that again.
only person,
That's awesome.
woman ever. That's pretty
cool.
nuts.
That is nuts.
Like-
They brought it up to her at the press conference. She's like, "Wow."
Didn't even think about it.
She's
Yeah.
like, "Damn."
You're that
She did not think
good.
she said, "I am good," or some shit like
We
that.
know
and
you're
she
that
is,
good.
dude.
We
She has
know.
been
We know
since
you're that
Triple
good.
H. I've compared her to China since Triple H took over. I think he
Sure.
sees it.
Yep.
Even Vince sees it because
Mhm.
she won the championship when Vince was in charge too.
She was.
So she's money right now. But anyway,
But that match, did you see William Regal's tweet about how awesome it was?
no.
He just mentioned how he was talking about you.
Oh, dude, this was a Regal kind of match.
It
Sure,
was.
and you just talking about bring up because they're all
You
European.
see who produced this match?
Uh-huh.
Jason Jordan.
That's cool.
Wow.
Dude, they say he's rising quick
That's
Good.
awesome.
because he's produced. Produced Charlotte match.
Mhm.
Our boy.
Tyson,
No, dude.
Nice.
All right.
Dude.
nice.
Always
know who
doing good
produced,
in that women's matches.
Brock and Omos.
Mhm.
Adam Pierce. I didn't know he was
Well,
a backstage producer.
I
That's
didn't
pretty
either.
cool.
the guy's busy.
Yeah, he's a very busy guy. He
We've
knows a
seen
lot
him
of shit.
live in Cincinnati. He's a very busy,
He's all running around.
Yeah. So, do
busy, stressful man. We've
you
seen
guys think it was a bad call
I don't. I
for
think it's
Gunther to
fine.
retain?
Nope. I think it's. I don't at all. I kind of wish Sheamus would have won, but
So
I
do
mean,
I
the only bad call would have been Drew winning. That would have been a bad
Because
call.
we
thought Drew was there to take the pin from Sheamus.
Yeah,
That's what I thought too.
So
But we got one
damn
thing
you,
right,
Triple H, you
Drew got
swerved
the
us a
pin.
little bit.
Triple H, you.
We like Drew, but he's had too many moments. Give somebody else a moment.
I think my biggest problem with this WrestleMania outside Rhea winning was there's not a whole lot of change going forward. And I wish this would have been one of the changes. I
Yeah,
get
I
Reigns
do too.
not changing, that's fine, but
I
I
do.
wish this would have been a change.
I just feel like now
Like who's
Triple
going
H,
to dethrone Gunther?
like they do take into consideration NXT. You did get a new champion.
Sure. I don't
A
think
new,
so,
like,
man,
well,
I get it. I
yeah,
get
but
it.
like
Three
you
new
got,
champions.
well, you
yeah.
got a new men's champion, new women's champion, new tag team
We did
champions,
three. Yep.
That's
Three of
fair, I
and
guess.
then a new fucking tag team champion,
them. Women's.
the U.S. title.
So all the titles
stayed.
changed there instead of
Well,
the main
You
card.
got Rhea, you got new tag champions. I mean,
Those
you
two.
had like
That it.
7 title
That was
changes
it.
over the
Yeah, we
weekend,
did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
counting all 3 brands.
Yeah.
If you count all 3 brands, I guess that's true.
But I try not to let that dictate my.
That's just this.
I do
my
think the
biggest disappointment
Asuka
with night
Bianca
two.
thing. I do think that belt needs a fresh face.
I
I don't know if
agree.
Asuka's necessarily that. I know
Yeah.
Bliss is on her way back.
I'd say Alexa. What the heck?
I
I mean,
do.
fuck yeah.
They did leave that.
She's
open
the only
with
one
her.
to me that has not challenged Oscar. I mean, yeah, she's fought Bianca, but
I mean, she's unbelievable against either of them, but I still want her to win.
I wanted Bianca to lose because we've seen all she can do. We know how great she is. It's time to.
I'm just over
It's
Asuka.
time to move on.
And Bianca's had it for over a year. Like and
She's had enough WrestleMania moments.
I
I'm
may
sorry,
be in the
but she has.
minority, but I'm really over a 1 year long title reign.
Now
It gets stale
Now
after.
she's 3-0
a while.
Mania. I'm already tired of that. I mean, come on.
So that's that's my biggest complaint.
I
is
just don't know who's going to fight her moving forward. That's the only thing.
You know who will not be fighting moving forward? Shane McMahon.
Yeah, no, that was perfect.
Shane McMahon.
He did.
I love that segue.
I love it. I do too. Perfect timing. Perfect time of words.
Because you were fucking right.
You're right.
You know what's funny? I'm typing my article. My article, Wrestlemania.com, was literally my thoughts out of my head. I just wrote down everything I felt. I typed, then I
Right.
proofread it, used
Mhm.
proper punch, and
Sure.
I made it fit. I didn't realize he blew his knee out. I thought Miz dropped him.
I thought he.
Oh, no,
Snoop,
he-
no, because Snoop said, "You did him like that," and then he punched him, and I was like, "Yeah, get him back."
I'm like,
and I was
he
like,
got
"Wait,
hurt
where
that
the fuck's
easy?
Shane?" And then I see the worst people's elbow. It might have been worse than the people's elbow, even though I put my article. He has a better right hand than Logan Paul and a better people's elbow than The Rock
Oh my
Those
gosh,
are
you
my
are
words.
so rude.
on the internet.
Of course you said that.
Of course he
Fuck
did.
The Rock. But anyway,
You're the
you,
Rock's
you
biggest
guys
fan.
see, he teased. He said, I guess that video they showed over the weekend.
I don't know.
He said, well,
Oh, The Rock responded
yeah.
to it.
Now he said, congratulations, everybody.
He did.
I think I do have to come visit my cousins here very,
There we
very
go.
soon.
About
So,
time,
Yeah.
Rock.
Then everybody's freaking out. Oh, that's why Cody lost. It's like,
Oh
dude,
my
shut the fuck
God,
up.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
that feud doesn't need the belt. And you know what? I don't think it'll have it.
No,
I
it's
really
not.
don't.
Should've listened
You
to
got to
it.
keep that. You got to keep that to where you don't know.
I agree. It's like Rock and Cena the first time.
Yeah, like then
The
they
Rock-
fucked
the
it
Rock's
up.
not
Yeah.
winning the belt, so get over that.
But dude,
It's
Yeah.
not
when
happening.
Shane
This
came
was
out,
hilarious.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, because they said he was never going to.
Right.
we
Right.
were sitting above
Where he,
Shane acting like an ass. Apparently, back he said he's going to throw Brock out.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
What
Brock's
are you
like,
doing?
no.
He threw KO out.
it's like, "I'll beat
He
your ass
did.
in real life."
I bet you anything if they told Shane, or sorry, if they told Brock, like, yeah, Shane's throwing you out. I bet you anything Brock would walk out there, throw
Oh.
Shane out first,
He
I
would.
guarantee you,
He
I
would.
agree.
and Shane overpower him.
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah, I agree
Like,
with you.
Have fun.
Brock would be like, yeah,
No, you're
that's
not.
what you're doing.
Not doing
I'll
it.
give Brock credit where credit's due. If they're asking him to put people over, he does.
He
Sure,
does,
but
he
not
does.
He
once
put
you
Drew
don't-
on the map, but he's not putting Shane McMahon
No, he's
or
not.
Ali or anybody like that over.
just because of the
He
boss's
even
son.
kind of got Dom over because he said that he was one of the funnest people that you got to
Sure.
throw around.
Yeah.
He's like, he sold. 'Cause
Right.
Remember when Ray feuded with Brock? Dom was the fucking battering ram that whole
He
feud.
was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
F5. I think he got stretchered into the pole.
He did.
Too. Like,
He did.
paid your dues, Dom.
he did.
Right, he did.
So when Shane came out, I got kind of annoyed. Like, what the fuck? Seriously?
Pick him.
And I was
I
like,
thought we'd never see him again.
me
I
too.
know.
I was in shock.
And as he
Me
was coming
too.
out, I'm like, I hope he fucking hurts himself. And it came true.
And it did.
And just like father, just like son, he tore the same damn thing his daddy has torn twice.
Shots words carry. It did.
He just fucking fell. He was
He fell.
you know that stupid jump. You know you
he had
can't
the leapfrog.
when you're when you're 50, you can't jump like you could when you're 20, Shane McMahon. So he learned that lesson.
Like, slow down, old
And-
man. You can't do that no more.
And then also props to Snoop Dogg for being able to just go off the cuff
He did.
and change shit up.
That's what Triple H said in the press. He's like,
Yep.
Good thing we had an entertainer.
They
Like,
had
like,
Snoop. Yeah.
Half the wrestlers couldn't do that these days.
No, they couldn't.
So that was very, very cool that Snoop Dogg just took it over and owned it.
He did.
It was pretty impressive because if you, like you said, you didn't even realize it. You know, it went that smoothly.
I thought he just hit him.
I thought.
But I also was looking down and I looked up and I just saw Shane on the ground.
Dude,
I'm like-
I was
I'm like,
watching.
when did he
I was
fall?
off my phone. I had made a rule to myself. I don't want to be on my phone. I just want to watch the show.
Well, I felt like shit
And-
because I haven't rode in forever. So I was like, Mania, I'll capitalize. It did get like 5,000.
That's how you
like,
do it.
Like
yeah.
because I was like, you got to get it out during Mania. # Mania.
Sure, that's how you
Dude,
do
it
it.
popped.
It did.
It popped.
That's how it happens.
But
But he just was just doing that stupid jumping shit, and then
I was dead.
He's
Fell.
down.
We called my dad. We told my dad like, "Hey, Shane blew his cool." He's like, "What?" Because it brought back when Vince blew his, and I was like father, like
I've seen so many pictures of side by
Yeah,
side.
it's great. It was great.
Yeah, fuck you, Shane.
Asuka, Bianca, we kind of touched on already, so we'll go to the
This
Hell in a
was
Cell.
Very. Both
Edge's entrance was really cool.
Both of. Yeah.
I know people
I
were
liked it.
disappointed that we didn't get full Brood and no
I
Gangrel
was,
and no
I
Christian.
was.
I
whatever.
didn't care about Gangrel. I really wanted to see Christian.
I did
I
too.
get it.
I
It's
think
fine.
at some point Christian will be
I
back.
did.
Sure,
Yeah.
I get it. I just really like Christian. I want him to leave AEW and come to.
I wish it
WWE.
would have been the Brood. I mean, like.
Balor's entrance was cool.
I
as fuck,
love it.
too.
I loved hearing his original music,
I
not
did
the
too.
Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Dude, I rocked out. There were people like the guys. They wanted to talk on that. I was like, nope, I'm gonna listen to this.
Yep.
And then, you had the whole hands
And
thing.
you're just focusing on
Didn't
that.
this
Not
happen?
the whole group. Man.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So if you guys didn't see the gash on the dude's head,
Holy, yeah.
this match was really fucking good.
Very good.
And I wrote, it's nice to see Hell in a Cell
Yes.
used to end rivalries like it should and not be a
Absolutely.
stupid fucking pay-per-view.
And for anybody who wants to talk shit about Finn Balor, tell me a guy who could literally have that big of a gash put in his head
They put
early on.
that glue on his head and stitched him up
They-
really quickly.
They put
They did.
staples in
Yeah.
his head
They
at
did.
ringside,
Yeah.
They did.
and then
he
he
went
finished
back.
the match.
He did.
in like 10 more minutes.
That's baller.
And then they hit
You don't-
hit this fucking spot.
He did.
yeah, you
He
don't
You know, you see where
was-
Edge's arm is? He's busted like
He
that's
busted him, yeah.
fresh staples, like what 10
Yeah.
10
He
fresh
did.
staples in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
it
head.
takes
He
a
did.
fucking execution off the ladder.
Which, by the way, weren't put in a hospital. They put it in at ringside 10 minutes
Quickly.
before this,
And he finished the match.
and he did this. Finn Balor is baller. Like you can't tell me
Yeah.
there's nobody.
You got to
And
give
everybody hated the fact that the demon lost. It doesn't really hurt the aura of it for me.
I feel like
I think he came out fine.
he had his
He
head
did.
literally cracked open.
yeah. I
He
think
finished
you know
the whole
it
match.
probably helps.
Early in the match, like it was early.
But then Edge gets the win.
It says, "I'm glad you're not
But-
dead."
Right.
Edge did need a win because it has
Absolutely.
been a long time.
That's
Yeah.
why I picked Edge.
So I think Balor
has.
is going to be fine.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
he'll be
why I
fine.
picked
And
Edge.
then,
Demon or not demon, I had Edge all
Very,
day.
very good for Balor.
It was very good.
Very good match. And then, yeah, that's fucking the card. Holy shit! What other questions? I
Stitched
So
have?
we already did
him up,
Reigns,
yeah.
didn't we?
That's
So-
Oh,
crazy.
so what's next for the Judgment Day?
Oh, well.
So I think Dom and Ray, Dom Priest, Bad Bunny, Ray,
Bunny,
Puerto
yeah.
Rico.
all day.
It
Ray-
does make sense.
Yep, all day.
And Bad Bunny's
They've already
Rhea-
started it.
and
Ray-
Bad Bunny got his
yeah.
ass beat on Raw last night.
It was
Or
fucking.
2 nights ago.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
mind your own business, Bad Bunny. You had it coming.
I liked
Seriously.
my favorite part because he was like, "You should stay out of it," but like Dom
Seriously.
brought him into it,
Yeah.
He
and
did.
Pierce brought that up.
Yeah.
He's like, "Dom started it." He's like, "No, should stay out of it."
He said, yeah, if he would, he hit Dom.
He
I like
did.
it when like
He's had a
people
hell of a
call
run.
out the nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we just saw it. It's like, no, you didn't. I love Priest.
Should stay out of it.
Hey, were you happy to see Riddle back?
Riddle,
Matt Riddle's back.
He did.
not on my
He wasn't
roll.
on Hulu. He came back
I didn't see
and
that.
he kicked the Miz right in the fucking face.
I
It was
admit-
great.
I did not see that.
Yeah,
Holy
he
He
shit!
said, I'm so sick of. I had 3 matches at Mania.
He did.
Miz is like, I lost 3 times somehow, and I wasn't even booked for a match.
How did I not
And
know
then
this?
Riddle
I
came
know,
back
he
out
came
and said,
back.
he said, if one more person, and he goes, bro, and he's like,
Bro.
That probably hit. That probably got a
Dude.
big pop.
pop, and he just
It
rolls out in the
did.
scooter and the bro chants and like,
Oh man,
So-
I'll YouTube that later.
Riddle's like, and then he comes out, kicks him right in the fucking
He did.
hard kick.
Mhm.
Then he knees him in the face. Bro Derek's his ass, and
He
that's
did.
it. So
Poor
next
Miz.
week on Raw,
Yep.
it's Riddle versus Miz.
Miz,
Riddle is
yeah.
back.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
I'm glad Riddle's
I
back.
haven't seen it on
I did
Facebook,
too.
but I wasn't on there much today. But it's Wednesday. I should have saw it
Yep.
yesterday.
He's
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
Riddle's back.
I'm glad to hear
Rick
that.
Boogs and Elias is definitely going to be a tag team going forward.
Oh, cool.
They'll do the little rock schmick.
That
I'm
makes
sure
sense.
it'll
They
be
play guitar.
entertaining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're-
Mhm.
Shinsuke's coming due back. He's been touring because they
Where he was
Good.
at.
and they have plans for him.
There we go.
LA Knight is supposed to get a huge fucking push going forward.
Yep.
Lashley versus Roman's being talked about a lot.
That's the one thing I wish was different instead of Shane. That I wish
I
I would have LA
agree.
Knight.
Right, I agree.
But it's like, as over as he is, I'd love to see him in there, but it's going to add so much to his character. He's going to bitch about that going
Mhm.
forward.
That makes sense.
Well, they just fucked me over, but
Yeah.
like, I'd rather that
Fair.
than like he gets fed to Bobby Lashley just for a cheap.
I agree with that too.
Oh, he lost. Like, I don't want
Right.
him to lose.
I
Like,
agree.
there.
But him
LA
coming-
Knight is the favorite to win Money in the Bank and
I-
successfully
He's
cash
my-
in
he's
this year.
my
Like
pick.
they
He's my
view
pick
him
for it.
very highly.
good as they should. He's awesome.
He's got over organically
Yep.
because he can talk, he can wrestle, and people just can't deny that you're good.
Oh, they'll bitch about his age. He's 40. Who cares? He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Dude, like
Age means nothing.
Sting is like 90, and
Yeah.
he just wrestled in the main event.
The Rock's
Like,
50. Like nobody cares.
Yeah, Cena's
you're-
in his early 40s
Yep.
now too, right? Like
And then
and
when
everybody wants him to get another title reign.
And then what they'll say is, well,
Yeah.
they got popular early. Who cares? If
Who
you can,
cares?
it doesn't matter how old you are. It makes no difference in this business. If you can
Right.
go and be awesome, then nobody
Yes,
cares.
age
That's all that
age
matters.
don't mean shit. I mean, fuck, in any kind of sport. Like Tom
Right.
Brady's 100, he just won Super
Fact.
Bowl 2 years
Yeah, he
ago.
did.
Fact.
Like if you train
If
and
you can
keep your
go.
shit, don't now Goldberg. That
Yeah.
ship is
Yeah.
sailed. There's differences. Goldberg, stay away.
Stay away.
There's
LA Knight,
there's the
this dude's got a
nostalgia.
good 3 to 5 years
He
in
does.
him.
Oh,
which is
easy.
a lot in wrestling.
as a full time.
How long did The Rock's fucking career really last?
Oh, full time only a few.
Yeah, so I mean, you only
Yeah.
need really 3-4
That's
years.
all you need.
He's been around for a while because he was over in Impact.
That's why it's different now. Like wrestling is just so much different now from back then. Like all those guys, Austin, Rock, very short compared to like Cena and
Yep.
even like Randy, obviously.
Yep.
And like even if you don't think about, like for example, Cody Rhodes, for example, has been around for a long time. KO, Sammy, like it's just the business is different now, and it's okay. I think it's a good thing.
Very so rate you guys have to rate the weekend.
Night one, I'm gonna give a fucking like 10. I thought it was phenomenal.
Night one was very
10.
night one was better.
It was.
Yep.
I would agree with the 10.
I do.
Night two,
I was very happy with night
9.
one.
I'll give it a 9.
I'll give
I'll give
fair.
it a 9. I'll give
Or
it a
7.
9.
Now I'll go
I'll give
7.
it a 9 because I enjoyed
because
it.
night 2 had the biggest match, which the Roman Reigns Cody match delivered.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely delivered. And
Yeah.
the shock. And dude, I love how they brought his kid
Yep.
and his wife. And dude, did you ever
Luke Harper's kid.
ever
Yeah.
think -1 would show up on WWE
I know,
television
yeah.
when he's actually signed AEW?
Yep.
And how can Tony Khan? You know he was pissed.
Oh, that
You
kid's
know
not.
he
No, he
was.
was
You know
pissed.
That
he
kid's
was.
not signed to AEW.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
He's
Yeah.
a
showed-
child.
He's on AEW. He runs around the Dark Order.
He can't be.
does.
He's not signed.
No, he's signed.
he's
He-
too young to have a contract.
And when he's
They
old enough,
signed him. Yeah.
He's signed. Yeah, he's there. Like
They-
he is a part of AEW.
They got him a
He's been on
contract.
TV
Yeah.
for a while.
I don't think that
His-
contract is valid.
His mom works. She's hired. She's AEW's PR person.
Oh, fair enough.
He's technically Amanda Huber works for AEW.
They do. Yep.
All right.
Now you know Tony Khan was not
You
happy.
know he was.
Fuck Tony Khan.
What can he say?
What's he gonna do?
What
Get all
if he
pissy?
comes out
Yeah.
and would rant like he did about that reporter? Michael Cole said the real
Yeah.
unbiased reporter.
Yep.
Now, do you think you know
Be
the
bad
backlash
PR.
Tony Khan would get
That'd
if
be
he
bad
makes
PR.
fun? It was a cool moment.
And then
to see
Solo,
Luke Harper.
and then Solo took that belt from him and used it against Cody.
Yeah.
you know he stole it from him.
Yeah, dude,
He did.
it's awesome. That match was great. It delivered.
It did.
The Snoop shit was hilarious.
That was
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think it worked out better. Shit blew his quad.
that,
Than it
seriously,
should have been.
that made me fucking
As
laugh.
well what he done.
That was so good.
Hit him with a few punches, hit an elbow, 1, 2, 3, hold
And, then,
hands with Snoop
and
Dogg.
this got his dick hard for himself because
Yeah, and then-
his ego is so
But
high.
him blowing his quad.
It's so funny.
Dude,
Yeah,
and you know it's
and
got
it's
to take,
ironic.
it's got to take him down a little bit, right?
It did.
And it's
Very ironic.
it makes me it's the perfect scenario for Shane coming back.
That was.
And people can call me an asshole. I don't care. It's hilarious. The dude's a douchebag, and it's
My dad was
hilarious.
like, so he's back. I was like, he came back.
Nope.
How pissed would you be
Right.
if you came back after being gone for a year and you had 5 minutes? Like from your entrance? Because his entrance was cool. And they popped.
was.
They popped
Yeah,
hard.
I mean,
And you
you're
got
really
Yvonne in the other room. I can wear his shirt now.
I
And then
did.
5 minutes later, no,
No,
you
you
can't.
cool. Not for at least a year.
That's what I said. I said, no, I can't.
For a guy like Shane, who's not going to be in that great of shape because he got a
Right.
little beer belly on him, that's going to be
Yeah,
over a
that's
year
gonna be
long
tough.
recovery.
It's like AJ Styles in his like
Yes.
prime condition is going to take.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going to be out probably till Survivor Series.
Jesus.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a good weekend.
It
It was
was a
fun to
good
watch.
weekend.
Stand and Deliver was really good.
It
Like I
was
said,
good.
SmackDown with Andre the Giant Battle Royal was not bad.
It wasn't bad.
Nope, I enjoyed that.
And then
match.
we're coming out Lashley and Bronson Reed.
Yep.
It's going to be a feud. It looks like they had a backstage thing.
Yep.
Ali is annoying as fuck,
He is.
but I love
annoying.
how his new Think Positive Ali
That is so
thing is
annoying.
it.
That's gonna work for him.
Yeah,
We'll see.
well.
It's getting cheap pops right now. The
It's
crowd
what-
kind of pops when he shows up because he always
He
shows up at
needed
the
it.
wrong time.
He needed that.
Like,
So
he'll
it gives him a
actually beat
fresh
him up.
gimmick.
Yep.
It's funny. Then he'll
It is.
organically get over with that because he's a fucking great wrestler.
Sure. Like his gimmick before that was like, I don't want to. Yeah, he's backstage. I can fight. I'm fine.
Like
I can't
even
handle
with all
that.
this bullshit, the sale, which we'll probably get into more of that shit like next week. This is more of a Wrestlemania.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was our biggest event as a podcast. This is what we do this for. So we'll get into the sale and the future shit. And I think I'm gonna try to type some up so all you idiots out there can actually understand what's going on. And
Stupid
not
idiots.
just read all the fucking Twitter shit and assume that their
Right.
opinions are right.
Dude, it's better than Saudi.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
dude, it's better than any deal that
It
I was looking
is.
at all the options they had. This is probably the best one.
It
dude.
is.
my biggest
They don't
concern-
want nothing to change. The only thing that pissed me off is Vince said, "All right, I'm out," and the fucking guy from Endeavor or whatever the fuck it's called told him, "No, you can't."
Sure.
So he had to like he literally
Right.
said he was going to
Mhm.
leave. Like, all right, I'm back for the sell. Like I said, and he's like, "No, I want you here."
I have
Which,
my weird
look,
Vincent
in
Price
one hand,
mustache.
But honestly, if you're a company paying $9.3 billion for a company, and Triple H has done a great job,
Sure.
Very good.
but the last 60 years, this guy's ran it. He's most of the reason why it's worth what it is.
Oh,
Wouldn't you
can't
kind of
argue.
want that guy around a little? Like,
Mhm.
well,
I would.
this guy's had a good 6 months.
No.
You know what I mean? In the business world,
And
that's-
that's the key word there in the business
I
world.
think fans
absolutely.
forget that sometimes.
Fans
It
do.
is a business,
do.
Fans do forget that a lot of times.
Mhm.
but it would make sense to want to keep him in
Yep.
around.
No, I can't argue.
Maybe not up your ass, but you
Well,
do want Vince
And
around.
I did read, not to go on a tangent with it, not to get sidetracked, but I did read that he was doing a lot of his rewrites and bullshit, double checking and tearing shit up and blah 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 on Monday night,
I
and that
did too.
they didn't like that. So hopefully,
Well, they pissed
hopefully-
Seth off. They cut his segment.
and I heard they got rid of Bailey too. So
They did.
hopefully they do the right thing and realize that Vince is the past, but they got to figure that out for themselves.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Like
So-
they just paid $9 billion for the colossal company that Vince McMahon made. That there's no doubt that that's exactly it is. This is Vince's.
It is.
Sure.
Vince
It is.
took a company from being down. It was solid.
I think he bought it for
Now
$1
it's a
million.
world, dude.
Yep.
$200 million at the gate.
Yep.
131 million hours watched.
Just a lot of that's
The
just a lot.
biggest social
Lot.
media event. Peacock was, dude. The stocks, fucking everything's it's flourishing. And then everybody on Twitter, what's AEW's chance? How, Raj? Raj is very smart, and I've
He
trusted him a
is.
lot.
He is.
How is one bad Raw AEW shot the capital? I don't understand that logic. What are they capitalizing on?
Right.
The fact that everybody assumes Vince is back in charge. AEW has a shot. I just don't know how. Dynamite ain't hit 1 million in 3 months. Rampage is a fucking joke.
It
Their
is.
their new All Access show's stupid. Nobody cares
Yeah.
what the Young Bucks do at home.
The thing is,
Oh, did you know Britt Baker's a fucking dentist? Because they talk about it apparently the whole first episode. Like,
also did you know
so
that
let's create
Cody's
more
dad's
shows.
Dusty.
Oh,
I know,
and
right?
don't forget he has a huge announcement tonight on
Yeah.
Dynamite.
As he does
Again,
and that's
he
the
does every
thing.
week.
It doesn't matter how good or bad WWE is. It doesn't affect how good or bad
no,
AEW is.
and
Right.
this is
No.
not their chance for nothing. They need to get their shit together.
No, they
Yeah.
They know
just-
January
they
1st.
suck too much. Yeah.
January 1st, if MJF leaves,
You're-
MJF don't care if I'm in charge, you're in
Sure.
charge, Vince is in charge.
He
If
don't
they offer
care.
him fucking $15 million
He's leaving.
in AEW over some 14 million point
Dude just bought a Porsche. He needs money.
Dude.
So
He did.
I think this UFC deal, if you're a guy and you're like MJF and you're just like, I just want to get paid, why would you not go to WWE?
Right,
Seriously.
why wouldn't you?
Why not? You have UFC, then you could fight with McGregor. Like you could have all these crossover. I personally don't think they're going to do that.
I think they will.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as people. I don't think, well, now I'm a Saudi, sure, but they're getting paid billions of dollars to book somebody else's
Right.
card.
So I hope they don't get too. I think they're. I mean, I think
I do think we'll see
It's-
McGregor, but
it's
that's been
gonna
shit.
happen.
That's been shit talking for years. Remember when he
Yeah,
went on that
the
rant,
red,
pissed
yeah.
everybody off?
He did.
I do think that would be one. I get that he has a relationship with Balor.
I just hope they
and
don't
Becky.
get too much with.
No,
it.
I don't think John
Right.
Jones. Like, there's not. Think about it. Give me 3 UFC fighters right now
Oh, I can't.
mainstream. I'll give you McGregor,
I mean, is he
John
still,
Jones.
Is he
Yeah,
still
he
fighting?
does.
Okay.
John Jones.
I don't.
That's
pay
it.
Any attention?
There
to.
isn't anybody in UFC
Oh,
worthy.
I
right
know
now.
one. Logan Paul's brother.
Oh, Jake. Well, he's a boxer.
You're right. He's
Yeah,
a
so
boxer.
he's not
You're
even
right,
UFC.
You're right. You're right.
So Cormier, which was one of the best UFC fighters, he is a backstage announcer shit for WWE, and he helps produce some shit now. There's really nobody in UFC that WWE would even fucking care
No.
outside of McGregor to
Well,
bring
I
in.
think that's probably their point. They want to
But I
combine
think
the fans.
I think that's which
They
is
wanna
smart.
merge the fans.
But I do think
Yeah.
this benefits a Brock Lesnar. 'Cause
Oh, sure.
if he wants to go fight, Dana and Vince are both working together now.
There you go.
Hopefully not Vince.
So,
But
well, Vince is
Yeah.
going to be fucking.
Right.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah,
His new mustache. No, I mean
Yeah.
it's fine.
his new look's rough.
It is.
It is.
It's better than Saudi Arabia, and it's not as bad as it could have been. So it is
It was
what it
a
is.
good deal.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, we-
And the weirdest part about all this, in about 6 months, we're gonna have a new name.
You'll see something called WWE anymore. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that'd be scary.
It's gonna switch. They said 4 to 6 months.
Well, we need to officially register RSH because I know they watch the show. And
I think I'm gonna create a new logo,
There we go.
or at least a secondary logo.
of course, I get the belt. Now
Well,
I'm gonna start changing
that-
shit.
merch. Oh, and so we lost.
This is
So
all
our
about
merch
merch.
store closed,
Yeah.
but I did get all our shit.
That's all that matters.
So I got our RSH files, your paranormal files,
Nice.
marriage, that
That's-
one fucking
that-
shit. I
that's
know,
over.
but I still have. Look, we still have the look. We have masks and shirts for the boardroom, paranormal activities, the one you do with Danae,
Marital nonsense.
marital nonsense.
Yeah,
That's what it's
yeah.
called. So we have RSH, all our shit, masks,
like
whatever
it.
the fuck. So we still have all of our shit. We just have to find a store. I think I'm gonna get with Nikki from Arena Rock Show.
Cool.
Because
Thank you.
he put on. I saw it somewhere where they found a new store, a new place, and he's really excited how they're doing with their shirts. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah?
I can talk to him here soon. I'm going to their concert in Tedder, June 19th.
Well, that's cool.
$5, dude.
$5.
$5.
It'd be
Sure.
I
fun.
bought
might
8
go.
tickets. So if you want one, let me know.
I might.
I bought 8 of them
Hell yeah.
because I didn't want them to sell it. 8,
Sure.
dude. $5. I paid
Can't beat that.
$45 after tax on Ticketmaster for them.
Dude, they're a lot of fun. They're on Ticketmaster now?
Yeah,
Ooh.
dude,
They're
they're
getting
big.
fancy. They're getting fancy.
Ooh,
They
now.
just been in Florida.
Oh,
They spent a whole month in Florida.
I mean, if you get on
I'm just glad
Ticketmaster,
they're coming back to the peasants here in Kettering, Ohio.
right?
I'm not even from there, but I'll take it.
Right.
Hell yeah, they get a tour bus out there on fucking Ticketmaster.
Oh, dude, yeah, they're cool. T-Bone did reach out. I talked to him the other day. Congratulated him, and he was like, "Yeah, we still keep track on y'all. We see you
Okay.
every week. You're still on there."
Oh,
They
good.
all big wrestling fans too.
Yep.
Good.
So
I run
Steve
into
Bass
him
messaged me
yep.
during most of the show. I talked to him.
Hell yeah.
Bennett. It's funny how all the wrestling fans come out at this time
They
of
do.
year,
Yep.
and it is cool doing this podcast. People are like, as soon as night one was over, what'd you think?
Yep.
Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Because
Why?
people watch WrestleMania that don't follow the product
They
all
don't,
year.
yeah.
Sure.
It's like the Super Bowl.
It is.
Like my mom watches the Super Bowl, but she doesn't really watch anything leading up to it.
She don't.
And the whole time I'm watching WrestleMania at my parents' house with Yvonne. Why is this happening? It's like, shut up, mom.
Right.
Shut up, mom.
Just watch.
In my Dom voice. But she's like,
Mom.
why is John Cena fighting this guy?
Right.
Just fuck John
Ooh,
Cena.
Kevin Owens is ugly. And that's all. Ooh, Sammy needs to shave his beard. This is the feedback I'm getting.
Beady eyes.
Yeah. Are they twins? I'm going to do so. It's like, where the fuck you been, mother? But
I love
Shit.
it.
it was
Yeah.
fun weekend.
It was fun.
I got to watch with some of my buddies Saturday, family Sunday. I
What's up?
actually, Raw had about a half hour where I was like, oh my God, this is rough. Overall, I didn't think it was really that as
It
bad.
wasn't.
I think people were more mad that Brock fucked up Cody,
Yeah.
think
but I
so.
think that's building to the story that they're not, that they don't want because
They
they
don't,
were
yeah.
pissed off the night
Yeah.
before too.
It's
So I
easy to
think
get
everybody,
mad.
I think every wrestling fan needs to take a deep breath, take about 3 days off. If you don't watch SmackDown Live, that's fine. Breathe in, let everything think about what just happened.
Before you open your
Because
mouth.
we're a very reactionary world now.
Sure.
I hate that. Then a week later, you're like, man, it's like when you get in an argument with somebody and you say something, then later you're like, man, I could have went without saying
Yeah.
that.
You know, I think
I
it's-
might have hurt their feelings.
that's bad.
Now, wrestling
Yeah.
fans are like, oh, fuck that. They're fire Vince. This up.
Well-
Then it's like a week, a couple days later, it's like, okay. I mean, was it really
I think
worth all that?
sometimes I think it's good to get in your emotions though. Like
No,
I
it
remember
is.
when I was a kid, I would go to bed pissed at Triple H.
Yeah, because
And-
he throw his cigarette at you or something.
I mean, well, that happens. But like, you know, he beat up The Rock or beat up Stone Cold or he's a heel. He's doing bad heel things. I get all, and as a kid, I get pissed and emotional about it. And then every once in a while, as an adult, I have that same feeling here and there. It doesn't happen all of the time, but
Yeah.
it does sometimes. And, you know, Roman is starting to give me that same feeling. And it might not even be in the fact that I'm bored of him. It's just like, he's kind of has that same Triple H cheating to win, and I want my
Mhm.
guy to win, and you know I'm feeling the story, and as an adult, that's a big deal. So I think it's good sometimes to swerve the fans, and I mean I think it's good to swerve the fans all the time, but like to really make you hate somebody, it's a good thing to be a hated heel, and not just because of something that's you know this guy sucks,
Yep.
but the fact that you know Fuck him. He was beating my guys.
That's why when you keep saying I'm so sick of Roman, it's like good.
That's what they
supposed to.
want.
That's why-
You're-
Right.
And then when he loses, it's going to be phenomenal. It's got to be Jay.
Now,
It's got to
granted,
be
now
fucking Jay.
we're 3 years in. So,
3 years in.
That's
Let's
longer
give him
than
as a-
ever before.
Dude, he's catching up to my title reign. Like,
Yeah.
Um,
But you know, when it
it'll be
does
cool.
happen,
hit the 1,000.
And then he
Give him his
loses.
1,000.
and as soon as we get when they announce the 900,
I
I'm
think
like,
shit's going to go rough around the draft for Roman.
I
Sure.
do too.
I think that's
It's-
when
it's
Triple H
starting
they're
now.
going to be like, well, Roman, like you're either going to defend both, like they'll do a storyline
Or
where
you're gonna
they
lose
have to get one of
them.
those off.
Sure.
That's the one thing Vince crippled them Triple H with creatively when he got the job is Triple
everything's
H
combined.
Triple H's goals. Mid card titles more relevant.
Yep.
US, I would say is more relevant than it
Already,
was.
yep.
Absolutely.
IC for fucking sure.
Yep.
They're trying really hard with these women tag
They're
titles. I'm going to give them a
trying.
shot.
They
They're-
have to.
they're
Becky,
trying.
they gave him to Becky and Lita.
Yep,
and I
they're
get what he's
trying.
doing.
Yep.
Big names, and they really Becky's every promo. I love this title. I'm going to praise this. Good.
Good.
Let
Keep
them do
doing
it.
it. Keep doing it.
Let them do it. I'm going to give them a shot. That hasn't been bad. NXT's tag division tag belts have more meaning than WWE than the main rosters,
That's telling
and
you
that's
something.
because Sean emphasizes every fucking thing.
He
He's
does.
doing really good.
He's
with
doing
NXT.
really good.
As
Like,
he should. He's HBK. He's the Heartbreak Kid. Hell yeah.
It is kind of cool. Sean, send me Braun Breaker. Okay, Trip. Like that's how the
Yeah, they
conversation.
do,
Is
man.
he ready yet? Give me, come on, man. Another pay per view. Sean, come on. Let me
Don't
get
do
one
this to
more.
me, man.
I got a story here.
Like
He's my
Sean,
guy. You better
relax.
send him.
Sean. But yeah, like very good. They're trying
They're
everything he
trying.
said he's going to do. He's doing.
Yep.
It's not predictability. Royal Rumble, sure. Everybody thought Cody'd win.
Yep.
Swerve, motherfucker. Everybody thought what?
I didn't. I picked him, but I really
Yeah,
didn't.
but you saw the internet thought
Yeah.
Cody was going to win
I
because they
knew
fucking
it.
freaked out.
I knew
Yeah.
he wasn't going to win. I knew it.
It's
And as soon as Reigns won, me and John were like, yeah. And Kevin was freaking the fuck out about it. It's like, no, man, we figured.
I lost interest. Cody winning when he
Was it
won the
hard?
Rumble. So
Yeah.
he's the biggest Cody. Well, last time he was on here, he was bitch. He was talking about how he was pissed off at Cody.
He just really thought Cody was going to
Yeah,
win. He couldn't
everybody
believe
did.
it.
everybody
And
did.
John
Like
was
I kind of look.
I
I'm with
didn't.
you as it's leading up. I was like, it just felt like Roman for some reason.
It
And then
was.
Solo kept coming back.
even when I did my picks, I'm like, I'm picking Cody because everybody's saying it, and I might be
You
wrong.
can't-
I've been wrong in
I
the
gotta
past.
quit.
Yeah.
I gotta quit listening to.
Yeah, my gut was saying
Yeah.
Roman all day. Then when Sunday hit, I knew Roman.
That's what I've told everybody. You can't ever underestimate Roman Reigns. He
Dude,
has the bloodline.
So if we could have changed our picks on Sunday, which we couldn't because the show had already started.
I would have picked
But if we had
Gunther.
picked, I would have changed it to Roman
I
at
would've
8
picked
a.m. that
Gunther.
morning.
yeah.
I could just feel it.
He
Well,
told you so.
We also had 8 title. So women's tag teams changed. NXT's men changed. NXT's women. There's 3. KO and Sammy. Rhea. Chuck. 6
Yep,
title
Chuck.
changes over the weekend.
Hell yeah,
Somebody finished their story.
that's right.
And Cody, it wasn't.
And then
It took years.
It's going to be hard.
I'm
Bad.
sorry.
Yeah, you're
So as
Took
much of a
so-
Bad
took
Bunny
years.
fan as it is
Ugh.
for me to take that back in Puerto Rico,
yeah.
That match is going to be inevitable, but it's fine. I'm not even mad about
no,
it.
it makes sense
Yeah,
because he's
it
hosting it,
does.
and they've been to Puerto Rico in 18 years.
I didn't know that.
They talked that in the press conference. Like,
That's cool.
I feel like Bad Bunny being there is very,
That
very
is,
yeah.
yeah.
because that appears is like, what are you doing? He helps us. He's like, should stay out of it.
Just stay out of it.
Should have
He does though, dude.
That's what I
know,
said.
that's
Like, I think he's really needed. Just if they were in Columbus, then
Mhm.
you don't need Bad Bunny.
You
But
don't.
the
Sure.
fact they're in Puerto
They're
Rico,
trying to
he's
grow
going to
their-
be. Oh yeah,
grow their
and you do
business.
want to. Triple H. They asked Triple H. I forget which night it was. They're like, why? Oh, a guy was like from Puerto Rico. Worked. He was a wrestling writer or whatever. He got the last question. He's like, why did you guys decide to come back? It's been 18 years. And he goes, we want to go wherever you guys want us.
Yep.
He said, if you're fucking
Mhm.
Africa wants us, we'll be in Africa.
Sure.
If you guys want us in Australia,
Makes sense.
we'll do a show.
You follow the
Yeah.
money.
Yep.
He's like, we want it. We're worldwide entertainment. That's what we want.
That's what we
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah. So,
There you go.
very good weekend.
Very
Exhausting,
good.
dude.
It was very
I'm very excited to not have to think about WWE for the next few days. Things on Facebook, Twitter, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not really gonna.
I'll have to start getting back on Twitter to show this off.
Oh yeah, so Chuck's going to be very active now.
He is.
Just pictures.
The artist.
Well, still active. I about shit earlier. I went to lunch because I can't really be on my phone during work, and I was like, Chuck Winchester posted something on Twitter for the first time in a while, and I was like, what? And then Vince was in charge. I'm like, God damn it,
That
here we
raw
go.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, I saw him. He posted
Yeah.
it, so I was like, yeah.
But-
I was like,
He
oh
matters.
shit. No, my phone was like, Chuck, it's on Twitter. I was like, wait. Oh shit, there he is.
But now we're waiting for Randy Orton return, which I'm excited. Everybody knows what
It's still a lot to look forward to.
I'm looking
Now,
forward to him being
I,
back.
I won't lie. I am interested to see if Endeavor really did like Vince do Raw. Triple
We'll
H do like
Yeah,
we'll tell you
see.
what you think. Way we think's better,
Yep, we will.
and we'll see. Fan reaction does matter.
It
people.
does.
Well, of
So
course.
look. If you guys are really that pissed off, then don't piddle foot around with it. Fucking go. I want that shit trending every fucking day.
That's it.
I want fucking Pickett. Go fucking after this guy. Because if you want him out, there's shit out there. I'm sure you can get him out. Don't half-ass it and just, oh, I hate Vince. Mom, where's my breakfast? Like, go do it. Get out of your
I
basement.
do like breakfast.
I do.
No, it's a joke of 50-year-old men living at home and their mom still bringing them food.
I wish I was.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
like
excited for what's going
Yeah.
forward, but I'm taking 3. I am not watching SmackDown until Saturday or Sunday. I need
I get it.
decompressing, and it's laughable that AEW's on tonight because anybody that watched Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday for
Tuesday,
NXT,
yep.
That's
they're,
right, man.
how the fuck can you do anymore?
Right.
If
I mean,
you're,
well, he has a
if
huge
you're like
announcement.
Bakley and watches everything,
Huge announcement.
I
Huge
do.
you
announcement.
got Impact Thursday,
I watch everything. besides
SmackDown
that.
Friday,
I don't know how you do that,
AEW
man.
Wednesday,
I don't watch it.
New Japan like 48 hours the whole weekend.
Jeez.
When
Like,
I was a kid, I could do that, but as a grown
no,
man,
dude,
there's just not
I'm
enough time
tired.
in the day.
I still
Yeah.
got fatigue from not getting enough sleep Saturday night.
Fucking
Sunday
same.
night.
And I go to the office today. I'm fucking
Oh, dude,
tired. I
that
haven't
sucks.
slept. I was in fucking Milford on Sunday night until 1 a.m. Like, Jesus Christ, let me go to bed, people.
Yeah, and our podcast is done. Like we've done our part.
We did. Yep.
I'm gonna try to get Baby on next week. I'm exhausted. I have no ideas for anything for next
I
week.
don't
Yeah,
either.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
I'll think of some kind of clever top 5.
Baby.
I do want to get Jimmy on. I do want to hear about his.
I'll see. We've seen his pictures. Now we just need to hear.
I do want to hear about his trip.
Sure.
I'm sure that was badass.
That was
and
cool.
contingently now, I'm planning to attempt to go to Philly.
I do. I want
Dude,
to.
it's
I want
8
to.
hours away.
I want to.
It's not there in a Ford Focus to see a band.
I mean, we already went to St. Louis.
We did.
So
That's our goal. RSH's new goal.
I do want to get to Philly and see a MJF versus Cody.
Yes.
And we'll get further. We'll get there. We'll get
Sure,
there.
sure.
We got a
Big
lot
time.
coming up. It's pretty stacked show. Well, I mean, Riddle's back next week.
Yep.
KO celebration and Sammy celebrations Friday.
Mhm.
There's rumors that Roman will be on SmackDown.
Uh-oh.
The Usos are going to be there, so I'm sure there's going to be something.
There's gonna be
Rhea
trouble.
is getting is coming home because she's a SmackDown champion.
Sure,
sure.
So she'll be there. I think her and Raquel.
There you go.
Dominic is advertised because
Of
he
course.
is must see TV
Yeah,
right now.
he
He's
really
going to go
is.
where Rhea goes.
He goes
People,
where he
will,
goes.
people
yeah.
will talk shit
Dude,
if they don't get
Dom's
it.
a star.
but
He's
He
a
is a
star.
He's
star.
and he's
already.
going to be a big fixture a long time. He's really fucking good.
Him joining the Judgment Day was
That's
phenomenal.
Nobody's improved more over a year than
It's
him.
not
Can't argue.
Because a year ago we were like, why is he still
We
here?
were scared
We were
what's
saying
gonna
he
happen
was the
to him.
worst wrestler on the roster.
Worst.
And why is he even? Oh, he's here because of his dad. We were those people, and now look
We
at
were.
him.
That's what pro wrestling matters. Gimmicks fucking matter
It does.
all day, every day.
Storytelling matters.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
So,
he's got the best gimmick, and he's part of the second best story in wrestling
absolutely.
right now,
can argue it.
behind the bloodline.
And we were afraid about the Judgment Day too. So.
On that note,
Thank you,
fuck
Triple H.
wrestling. I'm over it. Not over Cross. Not over all of it.
It's over for the
I'm
week.
over all
Put
of
the
it
Glider
until
Man mask on.
the calendar flips to next week.
You'll be
I am
fine
over
next
it.
Wednesday.
When I go over to visit you guys on Easter, I'll probably put SmackDown on.
There you go.
Like at night when it's like, oh, back to work. Well, what can I watch? Because I do need a few days off.
I get it.
That's a lot of wrestling.
I get it. I get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I hope you enjoyed the show. Didn't? Fuck you. Hope you enjoyed
Yeah, it was Chuck's
WrestleMania
first show as champion.
Yeah, have some
Show some
respect.
with this
really.
belt. Anyway,
Well, the new
the
incarnate.
real belts.
And new.
The new.
So Chuck's 3-year journey's complete. Fuck you, Cody.
Unlike Cody's, it's the hair. If you're bald, you win. Look at Stone Cold. Look at The Rock.
We can't take Cody seriously. I'm sorry.
Hope you enjoyed the show. And until next time, friends and family, continue to fear. We will be back next Wednesday around the same time period-ish. As of right now, I won't be in the office next Wednesday, so I should be able to start earlier. I know you're excited about that life.
There we go.
Until next time, continue to fear regularly.